beef jerky. It's Friday, January 16th. Jamie Erdahl here in LA. Look at Rashad Jennings to my left. Look at Seth freaking Rollins across the table. Seth, great to see you. Look at Kyle Brandt to my right. At the table, it's a full breakfast table. Kyle, a round of applause.
Yeah, fire
Thrilled
up.
to be here. Thrilled to see you.
Yeah.
Imagine you put that jacket on, you have the second best jacket at the table. Maybe even the third behind Rashad.
Great point. Great point.
I'm very excited to be here. My wife is going to come here. My kids are going to come here because we're all going to go see Bears-Rams at SoFi next door. We're so excited. We're going Sunday night. We're going to go to the game.
Nice.
And we made the trip all to LA to be here, so we're really fired up, right?
We're just really far in advance. My jacket's cool, too. Let's roll it.
Game's in Chicago, though.
Welcome to Good Morning Football, presented by Old Trapper. A really sweet story this morning. Jamie, Rashad, Seth, Kyle. Kyle walked in here. Hey, great jacket. You look great. He goes, oh, yeah, there's a whole story. I had clothes, and then I was going to wear something else.
Yeah.
No, you didn't. You lied right to my face. That's the only thing you brought. That's the only thing you ever want to wear. You're always on brand. Kyle, don't do that to me.
You know what's weird that I'm wearing right now, Jamie? It's the first time in months I've worn makeup on camera. It's awesome. I look so much better. I go to that New York studio. I'm all haggard. Ugh. They're like, would you like something to drink? Would you like, man, sure. I feel great. I feel pampered, and I feel ready for the divisional round, Seth.
Let's go.
I know. Lots to talk about.
Oh, I'm so fired up.
I bet you are.
So fired up. My blood's still pumping from last week, man.
I know.
Still fired up.
Did you end up doing the polar plunge after the win, as you promised?
No, because we won, Jamie.
Oh, right, my bad. I didn't know it was in case of a loss.
I said if I was losing, I was going to Lake Michigan. The Chicago Bears, they saved my life.
Okay, good.
And your core body temperature. Let's talk about their opponent that is headed to Chicago this weekend. Fine, and we shall. The Rams take on the Bears for the first time in the playoffs since the 1985 NFC Championship game. Chicago defeated LA in that game 24-0 and went on to win Super Bowl 20 over the Patriots. Now, Sean McVay is looking for revenge, a revenge talk out of Coach McVay. Nearly 40 years later, he had this to say earlier about this week facing Chicago in the elements.
Was McVay even born?
You know, what we're going to do is we're going to get the biggest cold plunge ever, and everybody's going to see if we can sit in that thing for 3 hours, okay? You know, here's the thing, and this is what I've been pleased with, is I think we've handled those things well.
And I quote, let's freaking roll. Bears hosting the Rams on Sunday Night Football. Some people will be paying close attention to this one in the building, right, Seth?
I'm going back.
You're going back to Soldier Field.
I'm going
Running
back,
it back.
man. I'm going back. I gotta be there, man. This is a run of a lifetime. I gotta be there.
You know, Seth, if they win and the Niners win, you could go again.
Back to Soldier Field, or if they win and I gotta go up to Seattle. I'll go to Seattle. I'll make a trip to the up to the Pacific Northwest.
Good.
I'm not afraid.
Good. All right. First things first.
All right, Seth, you got this matchup on your mind. You're fully engaged in this. What are your thoughts after seeing everyone saying everything about, oh, they're the cardiac cats, they're a comeback kid? Do you think Iceman cometh once again on Sunday night?
Big time.
Dude, Iceman in the cold. I mean, look, it's going to be frigid. Lake Michigan, Soldier Field, Chicago, wintertime. This is it. This is football. This is what we live for, guys. I mean, look, you know where my head's at. I know Caleb Williams. You've seen it. He can stand. He can deliver in the brightest lights, the coldest weather. Where my eyes are, actually, is going to be on the other side.
I was wondering.
Matt Stafford.
Okay, good.
Matt Stafford. What is Matt Stafford going to be able to do in the cold? All right? He's not great in cold weather.
This was snow. It wasn't as cold as it's going to be in school. You know what I'm saying? A little different.
But McVay did just say when it's that cold, the ball feels like a rock or something like that. Slippery.
The ball feels like a rock, okay? The man last week, you know, he had a little issue. He hit it on the helmet. That's going to be exacerbated in the cold weather. I don't know. I'm just saying, he's not great when the temperature drops. He's very comfortable in a dome. Look, if this game, Kyle, if it were at SoFi, I'd be scared. I'd be concerned.
You're not scared?
No, I'm not scared. I'm not scared of nothing after last week,
Makes
man.
one of us.
I'm not scared of nothing. You're scared?
A little bit.
Not even
I've been waiting for this. I've been waiting for this.
I'm on a lot of text chains, and you know the word that's on all the text chains?
What?
Puka?
Puka.
Oh, get out.
It's on so many text chains in my phone that my phone has learned Puka and doesn't autocorrect it to Puma anymore. It's just like we know who you're talking about. So let me start with the bad news. All right. Puka, he may have 800 yards in this game. I'm telling you, he has a lot of passing yards, guys, a lot. Friendly. The only time in the last 3 months that Puka has faced a bottom 10 defense, like a bottom 10 pass defense, it was against the Lions. He had 9 for 181. And it doesn't stop there. No, good news. I think Puka and Devontae are going to absolutely feast. Yeah. Here's the deal, and this is what I would say, and I'll say it to you, I'll say it to anybody. The Bears are probably going to get down in this game, all right? They're probably going to be behind early. They might even be behind late. Not only is it just what they do, they're going against 2 revenants with, like, bear pelts on their back who just kill everybody. So I said it yesterday, Seth. My number that I will say the game's over is 5 scores. 5. If they're down 5 touchdowns, I think that's a wrap. 4, no. But I would just tell the Bears fans in advance, it's probably not going to be an easy game. It might be an ugly game early, especially with these 2 maniacs. Rashad, tell me I'm wrong.
No, you're not wrong at all. And you started it off letting everybody know. Listen, Puka Nacua, really Mountain Man coming out of Utah. We know he could play in the cold. Devontae Adams, he plays in the cold. You got Kyron Williams, came out of South Bend, Notre Dame. He plays in the cold. There are other running backs. He came out of Michigan. So when we talk about the cold, they can play in the cold for sure. And then I tell you, last night I was sitting down, I was thinking, I had a thought, and you might appreciate this. And I said, I want somebody to give some validity behind this idea about the Los Angeles Rams. Okay. So I called Marshall Faulk. Last night.
You call the coolest people. Yeah. Yesterday, you're like, I just called Tom Coughlin, and I almost called Marshall Faulk.
I got a cool contact list. I hit him up. I was like, Marshall, he took the liberty, answered the phone. Good guy. And I said, hey, I think that this Rams team is the closest thing, the closest thing that we've seen since the greatest show on turf. Okay. What do you think about that, Marshall? He said, you know, I've never been asked that, but based upon production, I have to say, yeah. So that's the type of team we're dealing with. In the last 12 games, 9 of them, Seth, they had 34.
Play in Santa Clara of beating the 49ers, they are built for shootouts, and that man right there, look at that throw. He is built for comebacks. So if they get behind, I'm not scared.
And listen, I love Marshall. Marshall's on my Mount Rushmore running backs. He's my top
100%.
Go.
Marshall played almost his entire career in a dome. Due respect, Indianapolis, St. Louis, and they were the greatest show on what? On turf. There ain't no turf in Soldier Field. No. There's no roof in Soldier Field. No. It is going to be I don't see it's going to be a track meet. I love Marshall. No disrespect. One of my 4 all-time greatest. Different deal here, different atmosphere. Look at that picture up there. Look at the frothy dragon's breath coming out of the tail. It's an incredible shot. I really like the image. This is going to be fun.
Kyle, you know what has been on my mind as well is you're always so positive and affectionate with your verbal about Sean McVay.
Best coach in the league.
Best coach in the league.
Great.
Yeah, he is.
Going up against the Bears is like your Ben Johnson, Sean McVay experience. I actually think you might be having an existential crisis about these 2 personalities and how much you like them.
Well, and also, meanwhile, you got Ben Johnson being called the next McVay, or the McVay and Wade. Here's the problem, and Seth, this is what freaks me out if you're a Bears fan. Like, they're better at so many positions, the Rams.
Yes.
Like, Stafford is a better quarterback this year. Yes. Maybe Caleb will be. McVay is probably a better coach this year. Like, you can just go up and down. The pass rushers are better. It's like, it's a lot of important stuff where the Rams are better.
Agreed.
But this is where you get the home field advantage. And, by the way, this thing that I'm saying the Rams are going to get up, Rams got way up on Carolina and damn near blew that thing. Like, they fell asleep on the road and nearly got knocked out by the Panthers, who were sub-500. So, like, they have that in them, too. I think this will be a great game. I really do.
Let's make sure people understand who are watching GMFB today what we're going to do. We're going to make our picks. Yeah. I've been working on my craft project here. We're gonna do the grid here on the whiteboard. We're going to pick every game throughout. We're going to talk it all because, God, the coach hirings and the firings, they've been taking up a lot of our brain space this week. But we are going to focus on the games today. So, Rashad, start us off. Here is my fancy board. Okay. Seth freaking Rollins, and then honestly, Seth, when I get around you, I become Jamie Bleepin' Erdahl, and like that. So I've adopted this on a Friday when I get around Seth. It's just become my personality 2.0. So Rashad, you have the honors in your first pick. Over here, I'm going to fill it in. Sunday Night Football, Rams, Bears. No score or anything unless you want to be bold, but go ahead. You're with us on Mondays, and then you get to pay this off.
Yeah, give me Matthew Stafford in the Rams, number 9, 100%.
All right, you got it.
Do you think it's like 31-20? Do you think it's like 20-17? Is it close? What do you think?
Yeah, these teams can move the football. I don't think they have a desire to go out there and punt. I see it in the highs, maybe even 34-27.
Okay. I mean, they have really good offensive players.
Yeah.
Ron, you want to go last, or do you want me to go?
I mean, mine's obvious.
Yeah.
I'm not that. Look, you're right. From personnel standpoint, coaching, everything. The Rams are better. They are a better team, no questions asked.
Been there.
Yeah, I get that. But I cannot, just as a Bears fan, I can't go against Chicago. Just, you know, my conscience won't allow me to do it. But also, I just can't bet against Chicago in Chicago right now. After what I saw last week, I was there live. After what I saw, greatest comeback in Soldier Field history for Chicago Bears against. There's no way. There's no way. It's got to be the Bears, baby. It's got to be the Bears.
I hear you. I hear you. And I'm going to talk like a fan for a second. There is a thing out there, and whether Bears fans want to admit it or not, that this is a gravy game. Last week was the Super Bowl. You had to win that game last week. You could not lose at home to the Packers. This one, you know, you lose. Great season. There is a sense of that. You lost to the Rams. They're more experienced. They're more veteran. Great season. Awesome first year for Ben Johnson. No, we'll get him next year. There is a sense if you lose this one, who cares? But I don't think that exists amongst the Bears. I don't think that exists amongst Ben Johnson or Caleb. And I know that they have them practicing outside all week in the elements, in the freezing. Ben Johnson even said the players didn't like it, which I like that he said. He's like, but we did it anyway. And I've seen teams that find a way, and I've seen teams that just make it happen even when they're not supposed to. On paper, I think the Rams are a better team. On the frozen tundra of Soldier Field this week, I think the Bears win the game. And I think they win it on the last-second field goal by Cairo Santos. That's it.
Gosh, by Cairo Santos, you got it.
Yes, I do. Cairo Santos with the walk-off. It's an incredible thing. Incredible season.
You know, Kyle, Rashad and I had the distinct pleasure yesterday of interviewing Chase Rice on GMFB Overtime. Did you know the story that Chase and Ben have known each other since middle school?
No.
They played middle school football together.